Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm solving 5070/22 and I'm making part 4. I have made part 1, 2 and 3. You can check it out. It's in the description down below. The links are in the description. I solved this section A, question number 1, 2 and like till question number 5 I have solved in my previous video. And today I'm solving question number 6. Okay, so question number 6 says river water contains dissolved minerals and gases. Carbon dioxide is one of the gases dissolved in the river water. Draw a dot and cross diagram to show the bonding in a molecule of carbon dioxide. Okay, so carbon dioxide has carbon and 2 oxygen. Alright, now we are only supposed to show the outer shell electrons. So if we draw carbon is from group 4. It has 4 outer shell electrons. That means 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, now if we talk about this is carbon, this is carbon. Now if we talk about oxygen, so oxygen has 6 in its outer shell electron. That means it requires 2 more. So here we go with oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then there's another oxygen because it's CO2. Sorry for my really pathetic drawing, but I'm not really good at it. At drawing through a mouse virtually. So that's the reason. It's really pathetic. Sorry guys. But anyways, I hope it's understandable. Like that is what matters, that you understand it. So it's basically carbon over here that is bonded with 2 oxygens. Now for being stable, it requires 8 in its outer shell electron. Carbon now has 1, 2, and it has got 2 more from this oxygen, which makes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Carbon has 8, that means it's stable. Now coming to oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of these are stable now. So this is the structure of carbon dioxide. Make this clear in your exam paper. Of course, over here it's not so clear. But I hope you have understood it. Moving on to part B. River water often contains dissolved compounds such as ammonium nitrate and calcium phosphate. State one source of both of these compounds. Alright, so these are mainly because of fertilizers. We get ammonium nitrate and calcium phosphate, and they basically polluting river water, and they get dissolved in it and they create issues which you might. Okay, we need to explain this over here. Describe and explain the environmental effect of the presence of these dissolved compounds in the river water. So I was just talking about this, that once it gets dissolved in water, because it is soluble, it gets dissolved in river water, hence it creates, there is basically growth of algae in it. People say algae or whatever you call it. Alright, and then this basically blocks the sunlight and does not allow the plants underneath the water, that is deep in the water, photosynthesize. Hence these plants die. Alright, and at night they take up the oxygen as well from the water that is dissolved in the water. Hence the organisms inside the water, they also die because they don't get sufficient oxygen. And this whole process is known as eutrophication. So you're supposed to write all of these points and easily you'll get 3 marks. Okay. Moving on to part C, river water is often purified for used as drinking water. Describe three purposes involved in the purification of river water. Okay, so for this, there are so many ways that river water can be made drinkable. We need to basically write three processes. First of all, chlorination is important. Alright, and through chlorination, bacteria are killed, microbes are killed, so water gets cleaner. Now moving on to what sand particles we have over there, little particles, unwanted particles, we can filter them out. Those are physically mixed in it. So we need to filter them out through filtration process. And lastly, we use carbon, charcoal, we use carbon so that all the smell of the river water is out. Alright, it absorbs the smell, it removes the unpleasant taste and all. So now water is ready to be drunk. First of all, we talk about chlorination. Then we will filter the particles that are physically mixed and they're insoluble. And then finally, we put carbon in it and remove all the smell from it so that it can taste and smell better. Like it's pure now. It can be drunk. Water has a low melting point and is natural pH 7. Explain why water has a low melting point. Alright, so basically water has a low melting point because of its intermolecular forces which are really weak. Hence, it has low melting point. A pH meter can be used to confirm that water is neutral. Describe another way in which a student can confirm that the water is neutral. So we can use an indicator. If we use an indicator, it is going to, turn green in color if it's neutral. In this way, we can, find out that the water is neutral. And there are so many other ways. For example, we can use pH paper and all. There are so many ways that you must have learned in your classes while doing the analytical part of chemistry. Anyways, now we'll move on to section B. I'll start section B in the next video. That's it for this video. I hope you found it fruitful and you understood it. If you have any confusion in section B, I'll be posting videos really soon. Make sure to check them out and keep studying hard. Thank you for watching. Best of luck for your exams.